Hi. I don't know if you know this or not, but Sony just announced that they're going to be making a system called the PlayStation 3. Now, it hasn't come out yet, but we all know the system is going to suck a lot. It's called the PlayStation 3. Why would they call it that? They already had a system called the PlayStation, then they had a PlayStation 2. This is such a bad idea, it's going to confuse everybody. People are going to be looking on the internet for PlayStation. They're going to type in PlayStation 3. They're going to get all this stuff about the PlayStation, and it's not going to make sense to anybody. People are going to waste their time, and just a horrible idea for the name. That's just the name. And then you look inside the system, and they say it's going to have a cell processor. What the heck is a cell processor? I know I have cells in my body, but how would that make a video game system? It's a horrible idea. The skin cells make dust, and I don't want dust all over my video game system. And then they showed this old controller they had. It was like a boomerang. It was just this silver, stupid boomerang thing. And like they had videos of people throwing it in the air. They threw it in the air, came right back to them, hit him in the head, and that's dangerous. I don't want to be hurt by my video game. I just want to play my video game system. And I don't want to be like punched in the face with my controller. It's dangerous. Sony, they shouldn't be doing this. They're Japanese. You know those Japanese. They're trying to hurt us. So they did change the controller. I'll give them that. But the problem is, they went straight back to the original design. It's the same thing as the old one. They cut off the wire. How is it going to work without a wire? It doesn't make sense. And they say they added a motion detecting device to the controller. That's going to make it huge, though. How can you have a motion detecting device and keep the controller small enough to hold in your hands? Terrible idea. And they just copied it from Nintendo Y. Nintendo Y. The Nintendo Y spent 11 years designing their controller. They perfected it. It fits right in your hands. And Sony just went and copied them by stealing the motion detecting device. And they never have anything original. They just steal people's designs. And then the Xbox 360 came out, and they had a start button on it. And then Sony went and stole that. And Sony keeps on stealing people's controller designs. Sony didn't invent the analog sticks. It was Nintendo a long time ago. Check the facts. It was a long time ago that they invented it. Search that on Google. You'll see it was a long time ago. Nintendo's a fun company. They have fun games. The whole Sony's focusing on graphics, pretty much. And that's a terrible idea, because who cares about graphics? I'd rather have a Super Nintendo, because they had fun games. They didn't worry about the graphics. The games were just fun. I don't care how good the graphics are. If I want good graphics, I'll play Monopoly, pretty much. If I want fun, I'll go to Super Nintendo. You know what I'm talking about? Google it. It makes sense. Trust me. And they say it's going to cost you $600 or more just for the system. Just for the system. And $600 is a lot of flipping money. I could buy a lot with $600. I could buy 600 of these. Now, I'd say probably 30 of these are the size of a PlayStation 3. Now, I can get 30 of these divided by 600. Crap, that's like 50 or something. I don't know. Pretty much $600 of this is like 50 times larger than a PlayStation 3. So, why would I spend all that money on a PlayStation 3 when I could get this? I could get a lot more of this, and this will last me longer. $600 of that will last me much longer than $600 of the PlayStation 3. And it's more than $600. That's the point. They're just giving you a system. No games. So you get it home. It's just a paperweight when you get it home. I don't know what to do with it. You can play CDs. I don't care. I have a CD player. I don't need a PlayStation 3 to play my CDs. Doesn't make sense, folks. And then they put this Blu-ray drive in the PlayStation 3. They used to be red lasers. Now they make them blue. I don't care. You can't even see the laser when it's inside the console. You can't see the color of the laser. I don't care if it's blue. Make something fun instead of changing the colors. $600. It is absurd. And the best part when they first talked about it was it had HD TV outputs. And now they're telling us it's not as good as they said it was going to be. They said it was going to be 1080i and 1080p, but they got rid of one of them. I don't even know the difference. They make up all these things. It's Sony. What do you expect? They try to trick you. I don't know this 100% for sure, but I guess it costs them $100 to make the system. It might be a little off. So they're making like $500 for every system. If you want to save money, just make your own PlayStation 3. It'll save you a lot of hassle and time, and they say it might have surround sound built in. I don't care. Surround sound is a terrible idea. You'll be playing a game and it'll be. It's a terrible idea to have the graphics that good too, because you're going to be playing the game and you're going to confuse it with reality, and you're going to be like, I can't shoot that guy. He looks too good. This guy looks too realistic. It's going to be just like shooting a real person, and they're going to trick you. They could trick you into like training you to shoot real people, because it's going to look so realistic, and it's not going to be fun. That's the main point. So pretty much, if you want a fun system, I'd stick with the Y. Nintendo, no, the Wii or Y. It's a good name. That's all I'm saying. It's so much more simple than the PlayStation 3. So just stick with the Y or the Wii or the Xbox 360 or Super Nintendo, and that's about it. Pretty much the PlayStation 3 is gonna suck. So don't get one.